Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
But it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, if they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they're
going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
23 yards, the final tally. We're scoreless after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Now, that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at 3rd and about 5. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. It didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent work, time, explosive. 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Kenny Nwagwu now out of the zoom zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Cook again.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you called out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. But this is just going to make things worse.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. We have played 3 quarters. Second down and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They run the counter with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Up the middle, Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll go with Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did he lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go have no time for cold cuts. The game like big kids paying to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the sign on the dotted line. Can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause, hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. Ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns.
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
7 yards there and a first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Singletary here running out of the gun.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Singletary again. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Moss is in. Touchdown, Bills. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be...
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Touchdown, Bills!
Stephon Diggs, 28 yards,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Allen will try to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On first down, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt by York is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Allen off the play fake. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The final shot before the break. Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Watson off play action.
This complete to David Bell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that can overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On play action, Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Still 9 remaining on second down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down at 4. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They go right back to Singletary. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. The guys with the football right now, they have just pounded in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Get him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Moss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down and bring up 4.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson on the move, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, they go with
Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taken at the goal line, and he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a... Still there. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that's... now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. It's gone. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Deontay Johnson deep for the Steelers.
This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point.
Pickett now on 1st down.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
We're scoreless after 1.
First and goal from the 3. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So both sides of the football contributed here early. The defense forces the punt when the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on a short touchdown run.
Well, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Goff now to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 50, it's gone. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there hauled in by Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Pickett lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And make this a 6-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Michael Brockers in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett now from the gun here. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Trucks over him. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 195 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll try to run with Harris. And this time he is in. Najee Harris pitching it in from the yard away. And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance
chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will put them on top here in the third. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. There's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris. And a lay-down touchdown. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Goff. And Shark calls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Swift. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. That pressure shifts back to the defense.
I think it was the right point. I think it was the right shot to try and tie the game. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. He's got room at the 30. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in the